Mid-round running backs, as we said, we like to kind of establish our stable, for lack of a better word, of horses early on. Is there any mid-round guys? The one I keep finding myself getting is Kareem Hunt, just because if something happens to Chubb, I mean, he'd be a top 3 weekly guy in that system of Stefanski's, the zone blocking that made Dalvin Cook's a monster on his own, but certainly facilitated an elite season last year. We've seen it over and over again. That zone blocking scheme work wonders for great talents and also no names alike. So a player like, if either of those guys end up getting the backfield to themselves, they're going to be monsters. I like getting both of them. Obviously, it's tough to justify the price to get both of them. But if I don't get Chubb early, I find myself landing Hunt a lot. Is there any mid-round running back that you feel like you gravitate to, or are you kind of strictly receivers, let's hammer that position away?
No, Hunt's a good one. I also like Tony Pollard for much the same reason, that I think he could, still have some usable weeks even if Ezekiel Elliott stays healthy, because I think Mike McCarthy has liked to use multiple backs. I mean, he had Aaron Jones, and people were saying free Aaron Jones when Mike McCarthy was there. They knew the talent that Aaron Jones had, but he was still using Jamal Williams in equal proportions. I don't think we're going to see Tony Pollard splitting time with Ezekiel Elliott, but I think we're going to see him used in the passing game some. So he might have usable weeks, and if anything happens to Elliott, then obviously he becomes a monster. I like Tevin Coleman simply because I'm not really buying Raheem Mostert. Mostert's, he's an older back. He's in his late 20s. He was undrafted, was not much of a college prospect at all. He's undersized, and he doesn't catch passes. Like, there are a lot of red flags to me on Raheem Mostert. And, I just think Tevin Coleman, not super exciting. I mean, I'm not trying to sell him as like some sort of exceptional talent, but he is fast and he plays in a terrific offense, and he's going to have at least a seat in the committee. So, I feel like kind of a bet on Tevin Coleman is a little bit of a bet against Raheem Mostert, and I'm happy to put that bet down. And another guy, I think, I mean, he's starting to zoom up in price a little bit, but Alexander Madison, I guess we probably can't even consider him a mid-round guy anymore, because he's starting to go in like the 6th or 7th round of best balls just because of the threat of a Dalvin Cook holdout.
Right.
But that's kind of what we're looking for, right? These Yahtzee running backs where they're going to have a role, but something could conceivably happen where their role suddenly is dramatic hands. So at the floor, they're going to give you some usable weeks, and at the ceiling, they're going to be, big scale tippers.
Absolutely, those handcuff with benefits in a way type of guys. I love loading up my bench with them, especially in best ball formats. Latavius Murray kind of fits that bill. If something happens to Kamara, we saw back-to-back 30-point weeks. The upside in that offense is clearly insane. He's a little more expensive than, say, like a Chase Edmonds, but also that same idea too as some other late-round running backs to stockpile those handcuff with benefit style guys. What is up, you Fantasy Wolf? Thanks so much for tuning in. If you haven't already, share your thoughts in the comments, check out some more videos, and join the newest Wolfpack by subscribing below.